Hey Virgo, what's going on? I hope you're doing very well. My name is Diane, for those of you who don't know me, and this is Madam Butterfly Tarot. We're going to do a general reading for May, but you know it's timeless. All of my readings are timeless, so whenever you happen to find this is when you were meant to see it. You're very welcome here, Virgo. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate it very much. And if you feel called to like and subscribe for me, I would appreciate that a lot as well. So I can see there's been like a little bit of a Four of Cups energy of the universe trying to give you something and you're kind of not interested, either because of stuff that's happened in the past or because you're really busy. There's like a little bit of a devil energy associated with that you're going to be seeing things differently now. There's like a renewed perspective, you know, feeling excited about things, letting things in. Okay, the Five of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the High Priestess. Okay, oh, that's sweet. So you have the Five of Cups here with the Two of Cups. There's a little bit of holding back going on here with this Four of Pentacles. But there's some kind of partnership with this person coming in. So usually the Two of Cups talks about a soulmate. So if you're looking for love, this is going to be love. You know, the Five of Cups talks about like someone in the past has, you know, spilled your cups, right? There was some sadness in the past that spilled your cups. But what you didn't see at the time was there was this Two of Cups, this soulmate energy that was waiting to come in. So now it looks like you've released this Five of Cups, like whatever sadness from the past was holding you back, it's allowing this person to come in now, this Two of Cups, who is like your true love, your soulmate, like your bestie, someone that, you know, you just get them and they get you. Okay. 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 All right. So I can see here there's something going on with your business. You have the Queen of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles. So this is either, you know, you own your own business, a project at your work, something that you're very good at. You are very independent, male or female, it doesn't matter about the card, gender. Male or female, this is like you're very independent, you're very grounded, you're very capable in terms of your work. The Eight of Pentacles usually means that, like, you know, you're good at what you do and you're sought after for it. It could be something creative, it doesn't have to be. Queen of Pentacles can also refer to a single mother. So this is someone that has their shit together. You know, like the house is managed, the career is good, you know, they look good while they're doing it, that sort of thing. However, I see a little bit of a resistance to working with other people with the Three of Pentacles here. Now, this could be to do with this Two of Cups here, but the Three of Pentacles talks about working as part of a team or teaming up with someone or working together. And with the Four of Cups, I can see there's like a little bit of resistance to doing that. There's a little bit of grief that's getting in your way with the Three of Swords. Like, this is some kind of grief or some kind of sadness from the past, which could be to do with romance, but equally it could be to do with family, friends, anything. That's kind of, you're kind of getting in your own way a little bit when you have the Eight of Swords. It talks about getting in your own way. I can see that you're moving into a better energy though, because you've been in this Nine of Swords energy, which is like anxiety, overthinking, insomnia, worrying about everything, kind of being a little bit of the prophet of doom, you know, thinking that things are going to go wrong in the future because they've gone wrong in the past, right? Which is logical. But you're moving more into this Page of Cups energy, which is, you know, innocence, like getting your innocence back, getting your mojo back, being willing to open up and meet new people and play with people and like tell people about yourself and maybe even date. And you're really on point. You know, you're showing up as a High Priestess here, which means that it is the correct time. Like when you have the High Priestess with the Wheel of Fortune, it means that the correct timing has come for you to move forward. The High Priestess, like, I don't know if you've been doing more spiritual work, you know, but your intuition is on point. You know, whatever happened in the past where people like got one over on you or you got yourself involved in bad situations, as we all have, you know, that's because you weren't listening to your intuition, right? Or your intuition wasn't honed, which is obviously the same for myself. Like, I'm not throwing shade here. But now you're in this High Priestess energy. So it's like nobody's getting anything past you now, you know? So the things that happened in the past are not going to repeat themselves now. Excuse me. So there could be like, oh, this microphone's sticking out. Sorry. There could be a little bit of an energy of like not wanting to throw yourself into a new relationship because, you know, you had this in the past, this Ten of Swords energy in the past where one person or multiple people kind of stabbed you in the back or it was really difficult. Excuse me. But you know, all that stuff that happened was done to get you into this High Priestess energy in whatever way that means. Whether it's just, you know, that they needed your intuition to be on point or they wanted you to develop yourself spiritually, whatever it is, now that you're in this energy, it's time to move forward. Okay, the Two of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, the Eight of Pentacles with the Seven of Swords. Four of Cups with the Queen of Swords. Oh my God. Who is this devil? The Three of Swords with the King of Swords. Ah, the Nine of Swords with the Emperor. And the Wheel of Fortune with the Seven of Pentacles. So I can see that this has taken you a long time to get to this place where you're actually ready. You know, so that could be another thing that's holding you back. You're just like, you know, you may have stopped believing that anything's actually going to happen because you've been in like a healing mode for so long. Okay, so you're kind of in this Queen of Swords energy a little bit, male or female, it doesn't matter. There's a little bit of Queen of Swords energy, which is all about protecting yourself. You know, only half letting people in because you're trying to protect yourself. The reason that you've needed to do that is because at some point you encountered a King of Swords, which can be a male or a female, it can be romance, family, whatever. But there was something here about this person that broke your heart. So the King of Swords is someone who, you know, they're emotionally cut off. Like they're not wanting to get involved in, you know, relationships, or they're like not, they don't open up. They're emotionally cut, you know, closed off. They're kind of cold, you know, they're always protecting themselves kind of thing. But there's a person here, look, the Emperor and the Empress. Emperor, Empress. So this wants to go here. Okay, so you should know that whatever happened with that King of Swords, whoever they were in the past, they were there to actually get you into this Empress energy. So that your Emperor could come in, or vice versa, whoever you want to be here. But I'm going to talk about you like you're the Empress, and you can just switch it around as fits. The reason being, like the Empress is receiving mode. It's feeling like you deserve the best. You know what I mean? Which is why you get the Emperor, because they're the best in the deck. You know, they're mature, they're wise, they have all the characteristics of all the other kings. So they're like very, they're very down to earth, they're very grounded, they're very intelligent, they're very driven, they're very focused, they're very attractive, but they're also very, in touch with their emotions. King of Cups energy, very sweet, they're just lovely, like yourself, Empress, you embody all of these things. But this past person, whoever they were, was designed to break your heart so that you could be in this Empress energy. It's almost like being, broken down and rebuilt, basically. Because the Empress is an energy of not chasing. So perhaps in the past you were prone to chasing, emotionally unavailable people, right? Maybe you grew up with that, so that's what you're used to. So you end up, in the past you ended up chasing emotionally unavailable people, and it was like around and around we go because you can never get them because they'll never open up, blah, 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 blah. You've moved past that now, and this Emperor is coming in. So this Emperor is I feel like you're already moving into this Page of Cups energy where you're, getting your innocence back, getting your groove back. It'll never be like it was before, okay? That I should tell you. Like if you were feeling, maybe you were slightly naive before, or you wore your heart on your sleeve a little too much, that is a thing of the past. The High Priestess sees everything. Nothing gets past the High Priestess. So this is someone who can read energy, like you're smelling a Burger King or a McDonald's or something, you know what I mean? Like nothing, it's not getting past you. So like, this King of Swords from the past would not get past your boundaries now, if you see what I mean. So it's like you're regaining your innocence, but you're kind of tougher now, and it's a good thing because it means that you're not able to be played by people like you were in the past. And again, I say all this with love because I went through all this myself. But yeah, this person that's coming in, you're not going to have to worry with this person. That's why they're going to draw this Page of Cups, playful, inner child, sweet. You will be able to wear your heart on your sleeve with this person. They're prone to worrying, I should say that. There's been a delay with this person coming in. This is someone new, of course. Like if you've met them, you may find that this person's moving like hella slow because they're actually really prone to overthinking as well. Like for the same reasons. They've like, been like a puppy dog in the past and like bounded into relationships and got really hurt. So this time they're much calmer about it, Okay, so when you have this Two of Cups with the Nine of Swords here, this talks about the one you've been waiting for. You've been in a stasis period where you've been working on your self-esteem. So you may have been single for a long time, or you may have like been in the house for a long time with like, like Billy fucking no mates, right? Or Norma no mates. Because Spirit was putting you in this Empress energy, this Nine of Pentacles, where you really see your own worth. The Nine of Pentacles is also about being seen, so you could have been moving into an energy where you were happier being seen and happier, like, showing off your tail feathers a little bit, right? But you've really grown into yourself, I feel like, ever since this past person did this to you, or like, yeah, whoever they were, romance or whatever, you've really kind of grown into yourself here. So you've been waiting for the right one, and here they are. Two of Cups, Emperor and the Empress. This is the one. Oh, all right, we'll just take that then. So that's the Ten of Wands in reverse. So if, okay, the Ten of Wands upright talks about like a heavy burden. So that could be a heavy emotional burden. It can be literally in terms of your chores. Like you have a lot to do. It's coming out in reverse and it's wanting to go like roughly here. So this new person that's coming in is, you're going to feel a lot lighter emotionally because I feel like there's a lot of anxiety and there's a lot of worrying that you do just on a general daily basis because you've had a lot of heartbreak, because you're actually this Princess of Cups, like this Page of Cups, like this really sweet, you know, like heart on your sleeve, like innocent, lovely energy, but you've kind of been screwed. So there's a tendency to hold yourself back, actually. Because maybe people have, like, I don't know, you know, because you're so sweet, maybe people kind of talk to you like you're a weirdo. Or, you know, they've treated you like you're weird, like you should be, you know, less sweet or less innocent or something like that. You're not going to have to be like that with this new person. You can just be yourself. So it's like some kind of heavy emotional burden lifts. And in terms of, you know, they're also coming in to help you. Excuse me. They're also coming in to help you in terms of your actual physical burdens. Like your, I don't know, like your, the stuff that you have to do on a daily basis, or like something that's like a heavy burden for you. The thing is, I feel like you have a problem with sharing that burden because you're in this Queen of Swords energy here. So there's like a reluctance to, like I said, work with people or let people help you. But that's what this person is literally coming in to do. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. I can see here with the Seven of Swords, like you have had a lot of people betray you, or like a lot of people have misrepresented themselves or something. So you're very independent. I can't remember if I said this before, but you're very independent because of all this stuff that's happened to you. Like you're very much used to being the breadwinner, and you know, if you're a single mother or a single dad, like looking after the kids and just doing everything on your own, you know. All right, tell me about this new person that's coming in then. Okay, this new person is going to be making you an offer, the Ace of Pentacles. So this is like asking you out on a date, firing off a text message, approaching you across a busy coffee shop and interrupting you when you're reading your fucking book. No, I don't know. They're going to be asking you out or like texting you or something. And the Knight of Swords, you might actually be surprised how quick this happens now, because the Seven of Pentacles down here really is a slow energy. It's like excruciatingly slow. You know, like planting seeds, right? It's like, maybe not if you're planting them so much inside, but if you're planting them outside, like you have to, you know, do the soil and then plant the seeds and like water the seeds and like lovingly tend to them, and then eventually something grows, and you know, it's a long time. But because you're in this High Priestess energy now, it's the right time, so things will move fast, okay? Yeah, there's an ending, just the Death card. Like, whatever this betrayal was, or whatever this difficult time was, and bear in mind, like I said, that could be multiple people that have done this to you, but it's like a release of that time period and those things that were done. You know what I mean? That you maybe have been carrying around, because you have the Seven of Wands here. I feel like it put you in a defensive energy, you know. There's some kind of stability coming though, like clarifying this Three of Pentacles, you have the Four of Wands. So there could even be like a little bit of resistance to being in a relationship or being in a long-term commitment, because you prefer to be by yourself with the Hermit. You prefer to work, I think, strongly. Like there's something about working by yourself, or it could be like the finances. You know what I mean? It's like, but I want to keep my own finances going, you know, or like I know how I do stuff. You know, I know how like I'm in my routine. I know how the house works. You know, I've got my schedule going. Like I work better by myself, or like, you know, you've gotten used to doing it by yourself. So the prospect of someone coming in and fucking up your routine or like, you know, trying to work with you, you're like, oh my God, no. But that's coming to an end. You're going to let someone in to help you, because you're meant to have help. It's just that while you were getting into this Empress, Nine of Pentacles energy, not for some reason, like you weren't supposed to have anyone around because it would have hindered your growth. But this period of meeting people that sucked the freaking life out of you. So you had to defend yourself. That's over. Ace of Swords. You're going to be very attracted to this person. They're a very attractive person. They're very attracted to you. They're very passionate. They have a lot of energy. They move quick. There's like a quickness. They haven't moved quick up until this point. But there's like, I don't know if that's just something about their day-to-day movements. There's like a quickness about them. They're very stable though. The Emperor, you know, male or female, very, very stable. It could be an Aries. It's like daddy, mummy, daddy energy here. Someone that you can rely on, someone that's been around the block, someone that knows what's up, you know what I mean? Someone that's in it for the long haul as well. Like this is not someone who, you know, they get bored when it doesn't happen quickly. They want to stick around and like water the plants and watch the plants grow and, you know. There's also an energy of you just being in a lot, what's the words I'm looking for? Like, you know, you always had to be on the defense. You always had to be ready. Maybe there wasn't a lot of time for relaxation, or you felt like you couldn't relax. There could even have been like a lack of relaxation in your nervous system. You know what I mean? But there's an energy now of you moving into your actual nervous system is going to start to relax more because this person's around. And also just because you've moved into this Empress energy of things just flowing to you more naturally, like things flowing to you more easily, you know, so you don't worry as much. So I actually feel like you're going to be physically more relaxed. And there's something here like with the star. So it's the right time. The Magician, you're ready. You've been through like some kind of horrible dark night of the soul and like a rebirth. The Star, there's been a lot of healing. The Star talks about like a new beginning, all hopeful and excited. And the Magician talks about like you've got everything you need to move forward with this. You have the Lovers, so this is like your true love. So this is someone that will get you, someone that you will get, someone that's not difficult to interact with. You know, a King of Swords is incredibly difficult, or a Queen of Swords, they're very difficult to interact with because you're never really getting through. You know, they'll keep you at arm's length and yeah, you freed yourself from the past. There was like a lot of karmic situations or one karmic situation from the past that caused you like a lot of fear that you've now moved on from. Like you've healed and you moved on, and it's time for this King of Cups to come in. So they could be very creative. King of Cups can be very creative, especially when I've just put that down next to the Eight of Pentacles. So they could do that for a job or like a side hustle. They actually quite like spending time by themselves. I think you both kind of like being in the house. They could be water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or Libra. You could meet this person online with the World, or they could live further away from you. This person's gonna, yeah, all your defenses are gonna come down with this person. I don't know how they're doing that, but probably just because they're so sweet. The King of Cups, like really sweet. You know, they might even catch you off guard with like, I don't know, to be like, I bought you a thong. You'd be like, what the fuck? Then by the end of the song, you'd be all crying and stuff. You'd be like, oh my God, like, what is this? Why are you being nice to me? I don't understand this. Yeah, and you have the Nine of Cups here, so like total wish fulfillment. And then you have the Ten of Cups. So you're going from like the Ten of Wands to the Ten of Cups. So yeah, there's something about this person like being around that lifts this heavy burden off you. I feel like there was a past person here who did the exact opposite, like with the Five of Wands. They caused a lot of internal struggle. They could have abandoned you. They could have ghosted you, which like could have triggered an abandonment wound. They left you out in the cold. I feel like it took you a while to get your balance back here, but now you're out in the sun. But I see you still being very cautious, you know what I mean? That's okay. So there you go. So to close the reading, Virgo, I'm actually going to get some of these, and then we'll get some of these advice cards as well. So that's your person. What is coming in? I kind of want to pull a couple of cards on this High Priestess, because that's like a very powerful, really very powerful. You might even notice that people are reacting differently to you. You're still very sweet, but there's like a power behind it now that people are they're kind of knowing like not to fuck with you now, I would say. People might be very aware that you can like see through their bullshit, so they don't even try. You know what I mean? Also, you might have noticed that your psychic gifts are getting higher, like more pronounced, I should say. You might notice that you're like discovering more about spirituality, or you're getting more into it, or you might have recently happened upon some kind of big spiritual discovery and you're like, baby, I know what's up. Don't fuck with me. Don't even try. You have birthing a new age. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. This is clarifying the High Priestess. So, and again, you know, if you're a dude watching and you want to be the Hierophant, you be the Hierophant, okay? But there's, so you're very spiritual if you have found this reading, or you're on the other side of a spiritual awakening. Excuse me, your third eye is very open. You're very, very balanced in terms of spirituality. And you're here to help birth the new age. You have a big job, a big position in this birthing of the new age that's coming into the earth. You could be creating something. You're in the process of creating something new, bringing something new into the world that will help to birth this new age. So that could be like some kind of spiritual business, could be an invention, could be a different way of doing things. There's something about, like, because you're in this High Priestess energy, like you have this insight from your third eye that other people don't have. So you're seeing things differently than other people. So that's why you're helping dream, like bring this new world into being. That card hardly ever comes out. You have the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. So that's been what's happening to you here. You've literally turned into this Empress. So like, okay, down shoots the messenger, y'all. Go for spirit, not me. I'm just a delivery boy. So with the Seven of Swords, you know, that's like a lot of people have screwed you over, or like a lot of harsh lessons. Spirit wants you to know, such an annoying way to phrase it, so fucking sanctimonious. Like it happened for you, not to you, but all those things happened so that you could turn into this Empress. So you could, you know, see your own worth. It's like, I think I said it before, right? Like you were kind of broken down and rebuilt into this new image, which is someone very, very powerful and a force definitely not to be reckoned with. It's not very pleasant at the time though, eh? Okay, anything else for Virgo? Okay. Yes, just say yes. So when this person comes in, just say yes. Whatever it is they ask you, maybe not whatever they ask you, right? But you know, when this person asks you out, or like they ask you to go do something with them, like don't overthink it. Don't start freaking out. Don't start worrying. Just say yes. Say yes to the dress. Let this person in. That could have been why this person's been waiting. Like they might have been waiting for a time when they thought you would say yes. You know, maybe they were worried you wouldn't say yes, or the King of Cups is highly intuitive. So you make an excellent match. So they might have been intuitively waiting for the right time. You need to rest. Okay, there you go. So that's Empress energy, like you need to rest. So if you've been feeling like you want to take a break and no one's given you permission, there's your permission. Stop self-sabotage. I feel like I dropped that one. Let me just, I'm going to get like 5 of these, so give me 4 more. Thank you. Surrender. This is this new thing. This is this High Priestess thing. You know, whatever this is, some of you might not know what that is yet, but you'll know in the future, and then you'll remember this reading and be like, oh my God, I remember. Yeah, I remember they said that. There's a career change coming for you in the future here. So this could be very much like a spiritually based practice or something new, something different. And you may have resisted it. You know, maybe you just pissed off, right? With the 7 of Swords. You know, maybe you're just like, well, why the hell should I help people when my life was rough? Totally understand that. Maybe you're just angry, you know, maybe you're a little angry with spirit. Maybe you didn't want to do this new thing, but they're asking you to surrender to this. Surrender to like your High Priestess, like spiritual power. Okay, what else for Virgo? Stop feeling guilty for resting. Okay, so that's pretty clear. And let's get one more. Tarot reader. Why? Where did this come from? Some of you are going to change and become a tarot reader. You're going to have a career change and become a tarot reader. Stepping into the spotlight. If you are already a tarot reader, maybe you're going to be stepping more into the spotlight. And there could be a pregnancy here in your future with this new person. Don't shout at me, because when I say that in a reading, people are always like, oh my God, don't wish that on me. But, you know, if you don't want that, that's not going to be for you, right? And I'm not going to take this one because it's in reverse. So I'm going to call the reading there. I'm going to take this last reading card though. The hard stuff is over. Life's about to get easier. So you went through the hard stuff that was designed to put you in this Empress energy, right? So you can do all this stuff you're meant to do. And also they're saying stop self-sabotaging. So I don't know how you're self-sabotaging, but stop doing that. So that's your reading, Virgo. I hope you enjoyed it. Many thanks for watching. It was a pleasure to read for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me. If you feel like doing that, I would appreciate that very much as well. And as always, I wish you many blessings, love and light. Take care.